So the title of this message is Time is Up, Caught Between Two Realities. And it's funny how God gave me this message, because recently I've been on my tablet a lot more, and I downloaded a few months ago this like adult coloring app, and I sometimes like to color on my tablet, and I'll put on some music or I'll listen to something on YouTube. And so I clicked the coloring app, and then I looked away, I think, to like change a song on my phone, and I looked back, and suddenly this coloring page comes up that I didn't even tap, because normally it'll take you to the home page and you can select what you want to color. But this picture that I didn't even select just automatically came up, and I've never seen it before. It's not like I tapped it before when I colored like a day prior. Like, I've never seen this before. And so I'm gonna show y'all on the screen what it looks like. This is, I don't know if I'm gonna show y'all the color version or what, but this is what it looked like. And as you can see, it's a clock in between. I forgot what they call those, it's not a stopwatch, but it's a clock nonetheless, okay? And so you see two different settings. One setting is like dark, still pretty, and then the other setting is like springtime, how it's kind of like now with the flowers, just very vibrant colors. So the Lord spoke to me through that as I was like coloring, because the Lord gave me a word, movie interpretation word, when I watched one of the Alice in Wonderland movies. I believe it was the first one. You can go on YouTube to see that. And in that word, one of the things the Lord told me, because they had the same time clock that I saw in that coloring picture, and the Lord said time is up. And that's something that one of the rabbits in the movie has said. And both movies have to do with time, which is very interesting. So this falls right in line to it. So if the Lord leads you to go back through and watch the movie Alice in Wonderland, the first and the second one, because they're both very good, and allow the Lord to speak to you. Or you can listen to my movie interpretations that the Lord gave me concerning those movies, because they were very deep interpretations. So the Lord says that if this word is for you, you're kind of caught in transition, right? You're in the middle of a transition where a decision needs to be made, right? So you can either choose to stay where you are, comfortable, and kind of a bit, let's say like in darkness a bit, right? Because I mean, if you're not in the will of God, then, you know, things do get a bit worse for you. So you will be like on the right side of this picture, right? But God is calling you to go to the left side of this picture, where it's vibrant and it's new and it's more lively, because he's calling you to different things. But there's a decision, an important decision that you have to make, and maybe a few decisions, but however God is leading you, there's a decision that needs to be made in order for you to cross over, because that time watch is like in between. So you don't have much time, and this is very time sensitive word. So anything that the Lord is calling you to do now, if you're in your season of transition, you need to be doing. And don't procrastinate, but do it, and ask the Lord to help give you the strength and the mind to do it, because you don't want to miss. There are certain things where you can miss the hand of God. Of course, he can always turn things around, but it's gonna be a lot harder if you miss that time frame, and you're making things a lot harder on yourself too, rather than taking that leap of faith he's calling you to and crossing over when he calls you to. So take this message back to the Lord, but the Lord says time is up, a decision needs to be made, and you need to be very careful in which decision you choose, whether you choose to not listen, so you be on the right side where it's a bit darker, or you do choose to listen and it will be a lot brighter. It may take some challenges or whatnot to get there, but it's going to be a lot brighter. Being in the will of God is safer than being outside of his will. And as someone who has been outside of his will, trust me, you make things harder on yourself when you don't listen to God the first time. So I've learned my lesson. So anytime God is calling me to do something, I pray and do what I have to do it that first route he calls me to, rather than taking the second route, which would be in his permissive will rather than his perfect will, which I also did a video about that as well. You can find on YouTube. But that's all for this word. If you feel led to sow a seed, check out my other messages as well. I'm going to be releasing different words the Lord has given me throughout this week, and possibly going live to give another word the Lord has given me. But yeah, stay tuned. And if you like to support the ministry of what the Lord is having me do, then you can, and all of the information can be found down below.